Welcome to the Off-Road Gauntlet, where legends are tested and reputations are earned. Today, we're diving headfirst into the dirt, the rocks, the mud, and the madness with none other than the Mitsubishi Montero 4x4, a name that resonates deeply with off-road purists and adventure junkies alike. For decades, the Montero has built a legacy of tackling the harshest terrains across deserts, mountains, and everything in between, earning its place as one of the most respected off-road warriors in the SUV world. But how does the new iteration hold up in a world where technology, power, and grit all collide? That's exactly what we're here to find out. We've cooked up a series of brutal challenges to push this beast to its absolute limits. From steep rock crawls and axle-twisting articulation tests to high-speed dirt runs and deep water wades. And trust us, you don't want to blink. Because what you're about to witness is not just a test. It's a full-throttle battle between man, machine, and Mother Nature. Buckle up. This is going to be one wild ride. Beast mode has officially been unleashed as we tackle the first major obstacle of the day, the ascent. This isn't just any hill. It's a brutal, near-vertical climb designed to separate the true off-road titans from the pretenders. As the Montero lines up at the base, we immediately engage for WD low and lock in the traction control systems. The steep incline puts both engine power and torque distribution to the ultimate test, and right away, you can hear that turbocharged grunt as the Montero claws its way up with surprising confidence. No tire slippage, no hesitation, just raw, relentless grip. But the real challenge comes next, the articulation torture test. We're talking deep, uneven ruts and offset mounds that flex the suspension like a gymnast. Here, the Montero's multi-link rear suspension and stabilizer bars are fully exposed, literally and figuratively. And it holds its composure beautifully, with minimal body roll and no-wheel lift where you'd expect it. Inside the cabin, our driver's voice crackles over the mic, equal parts impressed and tense. This is where most SUVs panic, he mutters, gripping the wheel. But the Montero's just digging in. This thing's a tank. It's a true pressure cooker moment, and the Montero handles it like it was born in the mountains. Next up in the off-road gauntlet, river crossing and mud bogging mayhem, and this is where things get messy. First, we send the Montero straight into a swollen riverbed with water levels brushing just below the hood line. This isn't a shallow splash. It's a real water fording test. But with its impressive ground clearance, elevated air intake, and sealed electrical components, the Montero powers through like a pro. No stalling, no hesitation, just a smooth crawl, even with water pushing against the doors. Then comes the mud bog, a deep, viscous trench of thick, wheel-sucking sludge designed to trap anything that isn't built for abuse. But here, the Montero flexes its off-road DNA. The all-terrain tires bite in hard, churning through the slop as the torque vectoring Ford WD and traction control systems adjust on the fly. Where others would spin and sink, the Montero surges forward, tossing mud sky-high with every rotation. And when it does start to bog down, the vehicle recovery features, like hill descent control and a locking rear differential, kick in to maintain momentum and prevent any chance of getting stranded. After the chaos, we take a closer look. Inside, the cabin remains remarkably clean and bone-dry, thanks to tight door seals and smart interior design. Outside, the rugged body panels, underbody protection, and corrosion-resistant materials have shrugged off water and grime like armor. It's clear the Montero wasn't just designed to survive the elements. It was made to conquer them. Next up in the gauntlet, rocky trails and descent drama, where the 2026 Montero faces one of its most punishing tests yet. The terrain ahead? A jagged expanse of boulders, loose shale, and sharp inclines that would make most SUVs tap out before they even begin. But not the Montero. With rock crawling mode engaged, low-range gearing activated, and its multi-link suspension fully flexed, it begins its calculated ascent. Every tire placement matters here, and the Montero shows off its precision. The articulation is exceptional. One wheel may be dangling mid-air while the others cling to the rocks with vice-like grip. Thanks to its high ground clearance and approach/departure angles, it glides over rock faces that would tear up lesser vehicles. Slow and steady throttle modulation paired with the traction-managed 4WD system means even the slipperiest stone doesn't stand a chance. Then comes the descent. And here, the Montero's hill descent control earns its stripes. With a push of a button, the system takes over braking duties, allowing the SUV to carefully crawl down a steep, gravel-strewn slope without any input from the driver. The speed is consistent, the wheels remain controlled, and there's not a single instance of slippage or panic braking. It's like watching a mountain goat descend cliffs, methodical, composed, and totally in command. After the action, we pull over for a durability check, and here's the real surprise. The undercarriage, reinforced with skid plates and high-strength steel, shows only minor scuffs. No punctures, no loose panels, no broken parts. Even after being scraped, slammed, and bounced over rocks, the body remains tight and unyielding. The 2026 Montero isn't just built for show, it's engineered for battle. The verdict: ultimate off-roader. After subjecting the 2026 Mitsubishi Montero to an unforgiving gauntlet of off-road challenges, from steep inclines and boulder-strewn trails to mud pits and river crossings, it's time to deliver the final judgment. And the results? Undeniably impressive. The Montero proved its raw capability with ease. Its powerful engine and advanced 4WD system excelled on rocky ascents and during articulation tests, delivering consistent traction and balance. The suspension travel handled uneven surfaces with grace, and hill descent control showcased just how refined modern off-roading tech has become. It powered through deep water without hesitation and dominated muddy trenches, thanks to its torque management and tire grip. And after all that, the Montero's rugged build quality still stood tall, barely a scratch under the chassis, with the cabin remaining pristine and comfortable. Were there any weak spots? If we're nitpicking, perhaps the steering felt a bit heavy at low speeds in technical rock crawling situations, and while its off-road prowess is stellar, some drivers might crave even more power or an electrified assist in future variants. But overall, the Montero doesn't just survive off-road, it thrives there. Expert verdict: the 2026 Montero absolutely lives up to its legendary name. It's not just a weekend warrior. It's a legitimate contender for best-in-class among serious off-roaders in 2025. Whether you're an adventurer, overlander, or just someone who demands capability without compromising comfort, the Montero delivers. Now it's your turn. What off-road beast should we put through the gauntlet next? The Land Cruiser? Wrangler Rubicon? Bronco Raptor? Drop your picks in the comments, and let's see which legend gets tested next.